Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thursdays at 3, a little past 3, but we're here, 3 o'clock. Today is December 2nd, 2021. Already Thursday. This week has gone by very quickly, and it's show day. We always love a good show day at the theater, especially when a new show is about to tread the boards, if you will. And we have a great show and a great guest. Our director, Peg Lovett, will be with us in a second. But first, we want to remind you everything that's going on at the Amarillo Little Theater this week. First off, we want to thank all of you who donated to the Panhandle Gives. You guys were fantastic. We will get those numbers later on this week of how much we got in those donations and how much they get amplified. So thank you so much for all of you who donated in the Panhandle Gives. Don't worry if you're thinking, oh, I missed it. There's still plenty of opportunities to give your end of the year contribution, if you will, to the theater. We'll get more information about that before the end of the year is up. We want to remind you, of course, pre-registration is also underway right now for our ALT Academy. That's right, our Academy pre-registration. If you're unfamiliar what pre-registration is, it's a week where current Academy students can sign up for the current classes they are taking. So if you're in a fall Theater 2 class, you can sign up for that same class right now. Our regular registration will begin on Monday, December 6th at 10 a.m. And that's for anyone who hasn't signed up for a class, who is brand new, wants to take a class, or maybe you're in a class right now and you want to sign up for a new class. You can do that on Monday, starting at 10 a.m. by calling, of course, our ALT box office, 806-355-9991, or visit the website there, AmarilloLittleTheater.org. Click on the Academy, and all the registration information will be right there at your fingertips. Around the corner, in fact, Sunday and Monday, very excited that there will be the next round of auditions here at ALT for Cabaret. That's right. ALT is going to say welcome in to all of you who are auditioning for Cabaret. Those auditions are on Sunday. That's this coming Sunday, December 5th at 7:30, or Monday, December 6th at 7:30. Both will be at the ALT Adventure Space. If you're unfamiliar where that is, that's at 2751 Civic Circle. All this information is on our website, AmarilloLittleTheater.org. Of course, this production will run February 3rd through the 20th, directed there by Alan Shankles, music direction by Jennifer Akins, and choreography by Sean Walsh. Tons of great roles. It's going to be a great, big, fun show. You definitely want to audition if you get a chance. Again, Sunday and Monday, you can come either one of those days, 7:30. Let all your friends know, and break a leg to all of you who may be auditioning for Cabaret. Very, very fun show. We, of course, want to remind you that as you're out and about doing your holiday shopping, or before you come to the theater to come see a show, or even afterwards, check out the Royal Bar over at Palace Coffee Wolfland location. The specialty drink this month, November and December, is the Rosemary Haze there. If you order one of those, some of the proceeds come back to ALT. So thank you, Royal Bar, for partnering with us for that. We appreciate that so much. And then I have been in rehearsals for Murder on the Orient Express. We have just gotten into our first week of blocking rehearsals. Tonight is our last rehearsals of this week, and our show will be blocked. Our cast is doing an awesome job. We are just trying to get as much done as quickly as possible. It's going to be a big, fun show, so we're working hard on that. Oh, Luann says, fun show. Love it. Hey, Miss Luann, hope you're doing well. Hey, John. Oh, that's Heather's dad. Hey, dude, how are you, sir? I hope you're doing well. Miss seeing you around Amarillo. All right, I am now excited to talk about the next show. Again, it's opening tonight. We're talking Double Wide Texas Christmas, starting December 2nd. That's tonight through the 12th. And I'm thrilled to bring our guest director on Thursdays at 3, Miss Peg Lovett. Hey, Miss Peg.
Hello. Hi, y'all.
And you decorated your house appropriately for the show.
Thank you. Don't you love it?
It just looks fantastic. No, Peg is on stage. We were like, let's have you on set for this. And so she's on our main stage right now, in Jovita's wonderful double wide, and very, very decorated for the Christmas holiday. First, how are you, Miss Peg? How are you feeling
I'm
today?
good. I'm
Yeah.
good. We are ready to do this. We are ready for an audience. So we're so excited
I
about
love it.
tonight. It's going to
I
be fun.
love it. That's so exciting. Again, there's always a buzz at the theater when it's a show day, especially with a show that's about to open up. Um, for those of our ALT patrons who are watching, you may recognize the last names of Jones, Hoop, and Wooten. That's the playwrights of this production, because they're the same trio of playwrights of our fan favorite shows of Dixie Swim Club, Savannah Sipping Society, and last season's hit Always a Bridesmaid that Miss Peg Lovett directed for us over at the Adventure Space. So you're familiar with these three playwrights, obviously with last year's work. What for those of us who have no clue what Double Wide Texas Christmas is, tell us a little bit about what the show is, Miss Peg.
Well, it is a deep plot. Let me tell you, deep. No, I'm kidding. There is no deep plot. It is nothing but fun. This little trailer park Double Wide wants to become a town, and they don't want to be annexed into a big city, and they want their own little community. So they are trying very hard during the holiday season to double the population of Double Wide. And
I
if they
love that.
do that, if they can show population growth, then they will get their papers to be a town. And so they're
Sure.
working very hard on that. They're trying to raise revenue. They're trying to get people to come, and they are just the most fun characters you've ever
Oh,
seen. They are
yes.
delightful. They're
The
people you know. They're people that live in Amarillo and that live, next to you. They are just the most homebody people that are so fun.
It's definitely the little town that could, if you will. You know what I
The
mean?
little
It's that
town that
the
could and
underdog
should.
story. Yeah, the
Yeah.
underdog story of how this community gets together and rally for one cause, and they do anything they can to try to or help in any way they can, and sometimes that help isn't the most helpful.
But they
Oh,
rally, man. They've
they
got
do
the
rally.
Texas
They do
spirit,
rally.
and
That's
they
so
are
true.
Texans through and through. We can get through anything, and it's not for spirit, that they haven't succeeded at this point.
Right, exactly. And we've advertised this. There's a competition, a lighting competition that they're kind of encompassing and entering to hopefully bring some more kind of
Yes, yes.
attention to their little RV park, basically, which I love. Um, with the show, obviously you were familiar with these authors because of Always a Bridesmaid, but were you familiar with this script before we kind of announced it in our season?
No, no, I had not read this script. And of course, knowing Always a Bridesmaid and how well that was written and how fun that was, I was really excited to read this one, and it does not disappoint. It is just clever, funny, just fun.
Well,
These
and
characters are so developed.
you had the script and had some time, and you were basically getting to really dive into the script before even auditions happened, which was great. Of course, putting your awesome spin on this show. Remind us real quick. Remind us who's in this cast. We of course have some new faces as well as of course ALT veterans.
Right, we do. We've got some amazing veterans coming back that you guys will be familiar with. Shannon Mashburn is coming back. We've got Debbie
Debbie Perry.
Perry is back. I'm thinking of their cast names. I mean, their characters because they're so ingrained in my head right now.
Yes. So Shannon
And
Mishner
so,
playing Big Ethel Satterwhite. Of course, Debbie
yes,
Perry playing the Priest Crumpler, the kind of town or the RV celebrity, if you will, which she's hilarious
she's
in that
the
role.
mess.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Brian Scott playing Haywood Sloggett.
Brian's
Um,
back. Yes,
yes. Kim Claridge, Patsy Price.
yes.
Uh,
They're so fun.
oh, hilarious. And then some of our new people. Well, Harrison Blount, a lot of our ALT patrons saw him in Good People. He was the
Yes,
source
yes,
in Good People, has done a
yes,
great job with this role, just kind of being this all-encompassing kind of
yes.
um, almost like a solo Greek chorus, if you will,
Well,
of the show, which I just,
he's kind of solo in this show too. I don't want to
yeah,
give it away, but he's amazing. He makes me laugh, and I've seen rehearsals over and over.
sure,
I
yeah,
I I laugh every time,
love it.
every
I love
night
it.
at Harrison.
And then
He's
Kelsey
he's a
Landry
sweet.
playing a great role in this of Lark Barkin, and she was your bride
Yes,
in Always a
she was.
Bridesmaid.
Yes, she was my bride and always a bridesmaid. She's a
I love
delight.
I love that you're
A
getting work with her
delight.
again. And then some new faces, Terry Teague, Georgia Dean Rudd.
Yes.
And I didn't know Terry. Did you know Terry beforehand?
No, but she's been doing things like she taught school for a long time. She helps with UIL and stuff. So she is very, she's got a lot of experience with her, just not on the ALT
Sure.
stage.
I
And
can't
we're
remember
so
what
glad that she's bringing it to
yeah,
us.
and she's from I can't remember a town not in Amarillo, I feel like, right? Is she from
Right.
and
Uh,
but people are calling from her town. They cannot wait to see. I mean, I think she's a local
yeah,
celebrity in her
she has a
hometown.
loyal fan base, that's for sure. That's
Yes, yes. We're Mark Brown, which I'm very excited about.
oh
Mark
my
Brown, he's
gosh.
making his ALT debut and acting debut, playing Norwayne Baby Crumpler.
And you're gonna fall in love with him. He is the cutest thing ever,
He's
ever.
been one of our longtime ALT patrons, and I've seen him at the theater and stuff like that. And he was like, I've been thinking about auditioning. And I was like, there's a great show called Double Wide Texas Christmas next audition. And then he went, and I was so excited
Well,
to see his name on the cast list.
he just walked in and I went, "Oh, well, there he is. Okay.
You're like, well, welcome,
Yeah,
welcome. I
okay.
love it.
All right. That makes sense."
And then Ashley Hendrick is playing Jovita Crumpler, the mayor, and she has a big part and is doing a great job being
Oh my
a
goodness, she
new
is amazing. She
addition.
holds all these little people together and tries to keep all the craziness. She's the mayor
Yeah.
of Double Wide, and so she tries to, get them all, together in their craziness, and she's the brains that's trying to get all this to come together, and she works so hard. She
Oh,
works so
there were
hard.
times when I was like, I just felt frustrated for her because you just want
Yes.
trying her
Oh,
best to
it's
do
the
everything
best
right.
role.
Yeah,
No, she's a delight. She is a wonderful actress.
very, and she's like a math teacher, isn't she? I feel like.
I know, I
Yeah.
know. I was talking to her earlier though, but she has some family that has done theater, her sisters and stuff. And I'm like, "Ashley, where?" And she's like, "Well, I just watched them and I learned a lot. And man, she brings it.
I
She
love
brings it
that.
to the stage. She's
I love
she's a
that.
delight,
Yeah.
a real
Oh,
command."
good. Then we have Joe Jeffrey playing Harley Dobbs, and he did stuff a long, long time ago. Kind of went off and has done a lot more of like podcasts and radio announcements like
Yes,
that.
yes,
Well, obviously, great, great voice. And
yes.
we use him well in the show. Corey Wade playing Nash Sloggett, a great featured performance. And then, of course, we talked about Harrison Blount in the show. I have some fun photos that our Shay Williams with the Emerald Globe News shared with us of just your cast. And if that doesn't scream a double wide Texas Christmas, I don't know what else it
And
does.
and and it you just can't make this stuff up. I mean, we've got raccoons, we've got sweet
Shotguns,
potatoes,
yes.
we got it all.
Babies, glitter, leopard print or
Oh,
animal print
oh,
clothing. I love
oh,
this moment. Not giving anything away, but there's a special moment with something that they see in their sweet potato for sure, which is
yes,
a great moment.
it is prophetic and, magical. Yes,
Yes, yes.
Christmas
Um,
magic.
yes,
And
there's
of course,
Jovita.
there's Jovita trying to have a town meeting, and, it has to get a bigger mallet. I'm just gonna
Yes,
say.
yes. And I've never seen Mark, and I never knew that Mark's color was pink, but man, pink goes
Yeah,
well on Mark.
he is delightful. He is we found his color. We matched him with that mood thing and, that's him.
Yes, I definitely think so as well. And then, of course, some great I mean, just that right there screams. I mean, shorts in the boot, Christmas hat. I don't know what screams double wide Texas Christmas, but that. Um,
Yes, that's it.
the show is just hilarious with all of these characters, and like you said, early on, this isn't your mama's Nutcracker at
No,
all. Like,
no, no, no,
it's
there's
a
no.
it's a different holiday tradition, if you will, would be double wide Texas Christmas. We, of course, want to remind everyone your assistant director for the show is Criselda Reyes, costumer, of
Yes.
course,
Oh
Treva
my god.
Aller with the help of Ali Sessions, and then, of course, Greg Dunlap did the set and lighting with the help of Noah Lang and Brandon Confumi. I love, you can kind of see it in this. I love the cutouts of the water
The
tower, and
water
then, of course,
tower
the
and of course, our Highline wire. Yes.
yes, I just love those elements
We do
of the
too.
set.
We do too. We do too.
With the show
One
oh,
night
go ahead.
the pre-show music was playing and we hadn't closed the main curtain yet, and there was a double wide, there was a double water tower. We all went, "Ah." It was like the angels. I mean, you could see the shadow of it back on the scrim, and it was
Yes,
the
yes,
double
yes.
wide. There's so
Double a
much
double,
hidden
double wide.
meaning.
A Christmas miracle, I love it. One of your cast members there says, "Love you, Miss Peg, break a leg." Brian
Oh,
Scott,
yay, love you, Brian.
I
He's
love it.
amazing. So fun. So
And then
fun.
Luann says, "Hey, I played the Nutcracker in a few weeks down in Midland." Yes, Luann, if you get tired of that Nutcracker, come on up to Amarillo.
Come
Come
on over and
Yep.
embrace your inner Texan here. Mhm.
Exactly, exactly. With it's such a good laugh out loud comedy. How do you approach this show? Of course, you want to make sure that all of the bits work and stuff like that. But how? I mean, you have a wide range of some veterans, some brand new people. How when you went into the directing mode, how I guess was your first method to tackle this show?
Well, the script integrity is important because it's so well written. It's so
Right.
well written that if you just follow that, I mean, basically, it's going to be a success. But we, of course, I'm the bit queen and like to put in fun things for these characters to do just to develop them and but what I love is that this cast, the the veterans that we have and the new people that we have just blended as family because this is a little family community and they started out in rehearsals helping each other, teaching each other,
Yeah.
offering support for each other and
I was
it
gonna
just
ask
comes
about the
together.
ensemble. They're a tight ensemble, it seems like
Yes.
already.
Yes,
And so
there's really no stardom for this show. I mean,
yeah.
they're all just bigger than life fun characters, and so, they all have their own special moment and place.
Well,
So,
you can
it
tell
was
you've
just very
nurtured
correct.
that. You can tell you've nurtured that with the directing because they seem so comfortable on stage with each other, for
Yeah,
sure.
they're having a good time.
Um,
They're having a good
this
time.
with this show, we require so much, ensemble work and different things like that. The things that I love that you did that maybe not all audience members, we'll have to maybe take a picture of it. The little details that you have even, like, on the bulletin board of the set or, just little details that I just crack up with. Greg was like, "Look at the bulletin board." We should talk about the set real quick. So there's a look the places that there's a stairwell no, what is the nursing home called? A Stairway to
It's
Heaven?
called the Stairway to Heaven. Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven nursing home
Uh-huh.
starts off the
Uh-huh.
show, and then uh, boat what is
Go
the
to the restaurant, which is called the Bronco Betty Buffeteria.
that's right,
Mhm. Every
Bronco
small
Betty.
town has one of those, I'm sure.
Of course, yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
And then we go to a little bar that's called the Stagger Inn.
Stagger in, I mean, you can't make this up, you can't make it up.
No, no.
So all those little details that you guys have on the set even just I think is hilarious, and then, of course, Jovita's double wide there, that all of her Christmas decor and different things like that. Um, with this show, with it being such a laugh out loud comedy, there are some, I think, tender moments though as well. There's some moments where just some family dynamics and things like that, or especially around the holidays, which I think we all kind of need to be reminded about every now and then. That yes, this is a laugh out loud comedy and super fun, but there's some great, beautiful moments and touching moments I think in this show as well. And I think you
Yeah,
highlight them very well.
yeah, yeah. Patsy, the character that Kim plays, she's I don't want to give too much away, but she's kind of a sour grape, and so she learns some lessons in this, some
Yeah.
really valuable lessons about community and family, and
I feel
so
like I
it's
know she's not I almost feel like she's a Yankee that comes back home and then embraces her Southern roots and kind of expands a little
well,
bit more.
her character's from over in Pharaoh, and she feels like they did her wrong, so she's out for some little revenge in that with this major competition. So,
Yes.
she throws some wrenches into the progression, but she gets reminded of what it's all about and what community can be all about,
Yeah.
forgiving and loving and supportive. That's really sweet. There's some sweet
Yeah.
moments.
Well, it makes me think of, like, the National Lampoon movies. I feel like Double Wide's like almost a National Lampoon, but with, Southern Texan style version of it,
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
filter on top of the show. Um, of course, you've been, directing tons of shows for us. What's it like this is your first time, at least on our ALT stage, to direct men? The past 3
I
shows,
know. Oh,
you
that
finally
was
have
a
men to direct.
I know, it was so exciting. There were men at the auditions. I'm like, "Woohoo." I'm not quite sure we can have all the girl jokes and stories and everything that we do, but all the
You know
bonding,
you
all
know,
that female
Steel
bonding, but we
Magnolias,
did.
always a bridesmaid to this. I thought about that, though. I was like, "Wait, she has men in this show."
I know, from Steel Magnolias to yeah, and now here we are. So, it's been fun. It's been fun to have an opportunity to work with the men again and to direct them, and they are delightful.
I
Of
love
course,
that.
we see that with Baby's Apron. We kinda pulled some of that over. He's in his
Yeah,
pink
yeah, yeah,
apron
of course, yeah,
making
you
a
have
casserole, so, you know,
to.
yeah.
With this show, obviously, it's a comedy, and you've done some great comedies for us. Of course, you did Steel Magnolias. Is there some do you prefer comedies over dramas or I mean, plays obviously are kind of your wheelhouse, I feel like. Do you like, are you more, hoping to do musicals at some point? Like, what's
Oh,
your
no,
you
no,
know what I
no,
mean?
no,
I
no,
love
no, no.
you're like, "No." You
No,
like the play.
no, 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 but, I do love drama. I do love that, and, there's some amazing stuff out there that would be fun to direct, but, comedy, you just can't resist it. You can't
Yeah.
resist it. Yeah, it
Well, it
was a
was
fun
fun too
time.
because when we knew when you were like, these are kind of my areas of times that I can direct for the theater, and it was just worked perfect double wide, and you're like, yep, let's do this, and so we were blessed that you said yes to directing the show and taking kind of the wheel and progressing that story. It's a great story that you've told
It's a
with this
fun
show, I think.
story.
Yeah, yeah.
The audiences are
Uh,
gonna love this so much, I think.
what I
I
was gonna
think
say,
they'll
talking about the audience, who should come see the show?
oh, everybody. It's Texas redneck humor, you'll fit right in. You'll feel right at home in Double Wide. Like I said, you probably know some of these people. That is just like my so and so. Man,
Yeah,
she's just like my aunt so and so. And so uh there's it's just a fun story. There's comic bits.
yes.
I just think it's an everybody, every person kinda show. Yeah.
Yeah. We want to remind people that, of course, the show starts tonight, December 2nd, runs for 2 weekends, this weekend and next weekend through the 12th. We'll talk a little bit about tickets here in a little bit, but they are going quickly. So if you are
Yeah.
planning to come to Double Wide, we want you to get your tickets very, very soon. Uh, Lou Hughes says, one of my favorite directors, fun show, break a leg. I love that. I love that. Um, with this show too, where yes, it's a laugh out loud comedy and all those things. Where there's some challenges with this show, maybe some unexpected challenges that you thought, oh, this is something that I hadn't considered, and maybe you guys overcame or have been working on.
Well, we've had it well, again, the mixing of the seasoned people and new
Sure,
people to the stage, some that have never been on the stage before, didn't know, okay, this is downstage or this is the proscenium
sure.
and
Yeah,
all the terminology that goes with it. But man, they have been troopers and what they have learned. Um, the only challenges, that we've had are just health wise, we are
sure.
always concerned about COVID, about
Yeah,
people. We've been safe. We've been, doing what we can do. And so far, knock on wood, everybody's been
yeah.
really good. We've had a few little things where people have had, sinus infections and stuff and out for illnesses and stuff. But
Sure.
and also Thanksgiving was in there. And that was,
Yeah,
something I've never had to direct around. We had
yeah,
to figure out when do y'all want to be off? You get 2 days. Do you want
yeah.
before Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving. So timing, I've never directed a show during the holidays. And so that throws a little bit of a challenge in there as to timing and what everybody's doing. We all get busy this time of year. But
Sure.
man, they have been troopers. They just go whenever you
Yeah.
need us, we're here.
That's
Yeah.
great. Well, and
So
and to get some new people on our stage and get their
uh,
feet wet and you know what I mean, welcoming them to our ALT family, that's always
yes.
important, getting some new people involved, and especially some who have been patrons who have thought, "Okay, I'm gonna brave the audition," and then having
Yes.
our normal, actors and actresses that have been a part of ALT for quite some time, kind of embracing them, and then, of course, you leading them as
Yes.
well, which has been fantastic. What are you hoping, I guess, when people come see this show, what are you hoping that they leave with once they see this show?
I hope that they leave with memories of a community, and family that they go, okay, no matter what, we can overcome stuff and we can have fun doing it. And I hope that they just laugh out loud and it's a stress-free night. It's a fun night, kick back, have some good laughs, enjoy these crazy people on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
And just remember, what Christmas is all about. It's about each other. It's about
Yeah.
one another.
Well,
Yeah.
and there's so much Texas pride in this show.
Oh my
I can't
gosh.
I can't imagine anyone doing this show outside of Texas.
Me either. Me either. You know, I mean, we're up in the prep. I'm like, okay, here's one. Here's a Texas thing. Here's all of this stuff. I'm like, okay, we got a cowboy Santa. All right, you didn't have to look hard.
I love it. I love it so much. Or like, there's so many little references to events and stuff in Texas that
Yeah.
it's just like everyone in the audience is definitely going to get and buy into for sure. We want to remind audiences that, of course, we have a couple performances in case you have to wear a mask when you leave your home. We have 3 performances that we have masked performances. Those are starting tonight, December 2nd. Then on the 5th, that is this coming Sunday matinee, and then next Saturday's December 11th show. So those 3 shows, the 2nd, 5th, and 11th, will be masked required performances. All other performances, of course, are mask optional. We want to remind audiences that shows are on Thursdays at 7:30, of course, Fridays and Saturdays at 8 o'clock, and Sunday matinees at 2:30.
Can
And
you
these
explain to Jason about why the mask? Because I've had people ask me, why are those certain days masked?
Great question. Yes. So what we did right before Sound of Music, we knew that we were going to have some options because we have so many patrons that cannot come to the theater unless everyone is masked. And we did not want to have them not be able to have a chance to come see live theater again. And so we identified those shows, especially we wanted to at least have one Sunday matinee because so many of our patrons that are a little bit older are able to come to the Sunday matinee. So we wanted that Sunday matinee option for sure. And then we chose just another Thursday show and then another Friday or Saturday evening. And we had that Saturday evening performance. And we've lucked out. We've had people who, in Sound of Music, we had grandparents that couldn't come see their grandkids unless everyone was masked. And so we wanted to make sure, or even some kids at that time, the vaccination wasn't available to kids. And so, we saw those mask performances a lot more of our elderly patrons and also our younger kids and families. And so we just want to be able to offer something for everyone. We know some people who can't wear a mask, and for health conditions, and so they have performances that they can come to, and then other people who have to, wear a mask in order and be surrounded by people as wearing masks and being as healthy as possible. And man, we have really lucked out, knock on wood, that people have been really, really positive about it, and been thankful that we have both of those options because there's a handful of people that wouldn't be able to come see a show if we didn't offer
Right.
that.
Yeah, ALT is the place to be, but it's also a safe place to be for those people that need to come. So
Yep.
those people that need extra protection, we're going to offer it to them so that they feel good about it and feel like they're not missing out like the
Yep.
rest of the world. They can be part, and that's really
Yeah.
amazing.
As far as we can, we will keep identifying, with more Murder on the Orient Express and Cabaret and all these shows that we have coming up, we'll identify about a third of the shows that we can have that will be masked performances where audiences will have to wear a mask, just to keep people safe until we know more about what the future holds for
Right.
Amarillo. And
Yeah.
then, of course, we've been watching, if things increase and stuff like that, we may require more mass performances or less back and forth a little bit. But like you said, ALT is a place to be, but we want it to be a safe place to be as
It's a
well.
safe place to be on those nights for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had, and we've had young couples come and say, we're so thankful because we were nervous about coming, but they came and saw, Sound of Music, and then they were like, okay, great, you guys are taking care of us, and they've signed up for season tickets, and then they know
Hey.
which performances that they can come to and different things like that.
Yeah.
One of your blast from the past there, Justin Tucker says, Reverend Mother. Hey, Justin
Hey.
Tucker. Hope you're
Aw.
doing well. Hope you're doing well. I missed Justin Tucker a time at ALT. I came in after
Yes.
he had already left off to do bigger and better things. But I've
Mm.
heard of the legend of Mr. Justin Tucker. Hope you're doing well, sir. If you're in Amarillo during the holidays, come on down to Doublewide.
Come on down to Doublewide.
We keep
You won't
saying
regret it.
spend the Yuletide at Doublewide this holiday
Doublewide.
season.
We really had to work on our Texas accents too. I mean, we really had to.
I love it. As Alyssa has said earlier, it doesn't wash off. Your Texas
No,
accent does not wash
no,
off at all.
no,
No.
no, 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 no.
Peg, I know you've kind of gotten into a different role now at ALT with directing for us, but hopefully we want to see you on stage at some point too. We want to see you if you get a chance to come audition for something sometime soon because yes, you're a fantastic director, but man, you're such a phenomenal performer as well, bringing beautiful characters to life.
Thank you.
I loved you like in Boeing and
Oh my
different things like
God.
that I've seen you do. So
Yeah.
hopefully, fingers crossed that you'll also wedge out just a little extra time as well to maybe audition for some things.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun. That'd be
Okay.
fun.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, guys. Thursday at 3. I'm gonna remind her about it.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
we'll show this clip every time you're like, no. I'm like, nope, you said, remember.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Well, me.
I haven't even asked, what are you doing for the holidays?
This.
You're like, I'm going to double wide, 12.
Come on, we have a Christmas tree. It's over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I don't have my Christmas tree up yet. I'm like, oh, we've been at rehearsal. My shirt, I have rehearsal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
So
we're
if we need to
gonna
leave the
stay
setup
here.
for your Christmas holiday for your family to come
I
spend
think I'll
Christmas.
just when we strike it, I'll just move this all and then bring it back.
Yes.
Well, you can't see it right now, but we have a lovely, um, tire, as in car tires, Christmas tree, and, it's so dear to me. I had a nephew help me find all those sizes of tires up
Yeah.
into, to get a, lawnmower tire for the top, um, and it's delightful. I'm like, "Oh,
I love it. I
I don't
love
know if
it.
my neighbors would appreciate that outside, but
Oh, I
it
think they
it
would.
it's special to me now. So, yeah, we're gonna be here for Christmas with our family that's here, and then after Christmas, we're gonna take a little holiday up to some of the other family. So,
Good,
it's all
good. I'm
good.
glad. Well, we're blessed that you're spending your part of your holiday with us at ALT with Double Wide Texas Christmas, and I know that was a lot to direct over, the Thanksgiving holidays and leading up to that, and so and also just with all the things going on in your world to still be able to say, yep, I'm still signing on for this, and we
Yep.
thank you so much, Miss Peg Lovett, for directing this production, and we want all of you ALT patrons to come out and see Double Wide Texas Christmas. Don't forget that again, it's December 2nd through the 12th. Thursdays, 7:30. Tonight, in fact, is two for the price of one. I think there are
Woohoo.
still tickets available for tonight. Tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, very limited tickets. The Sunday matinees are really limited.
Yeah.
Next week's already quickly selling out as well. So if you guys are looking for something to do this holiday season, maybe you have family in town, maybe you're thinking of something to do with your business or your employees, you're like, oh, let's go out, for dinner and come to see a production. We have group rates, of course, at the theater as well. Just give us a call. Our box office number again is 806-355-9991. Visit our website, amarillo-theater.org. And like I said, come spend the Yuletide with Double Wide. It's going to be a great, great run. We can't wait to kick it off tonight. And Miss Peg, I will see you then tonight at the production for our preview performance
Yeah.
night, grand opening tomorrow night,
Yay.
and it's going to be a great, great fun show. We
Thank you
appreciate you
so
so
much.
much.
It's a
Yeah.
delight. So
And tune
fun.
in next week. In fact, Peg, I'm gonna have you, if you don't mind, I might have you get your help in lining up a actor or two that could be on next Thursdays at 3, so we can find out
Yeah.
more about their characters and stuff like that. We'll hear what audiences are thinking about the show, and so tune in next week when we'll have
Okay.
more about this great show, A Double Wide Texas Christmas. And until then, don't forget cabaret auditions coming up Sunday, Monday. Pre-registration right now for the Academy underway. Starting on Monday, you can register for spring classes. And then if you're out and about, go to the Royal Bar at Palace Coffee and support ALT by ordering a great drink as well. Thanks, Peg. I
I just
appreciate you.
think I might have to audition for cabaret, I mean, I don't know.
Sunday, Monday, the matinee, and then go and head on over to the Adventure Space. Is what I say. That's what I say. Why
You
not?
know?
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. It's such a fun show. But until then, come see everyone get your tickets to Double Wide Texas Christmas. It's gonna be a fun
Yes,
time.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
I love it. All right. Thanks,
Thank you,
Miss Peg. We'll see
Jason.
you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.